I think almost anybody can appreciate a beautiful sunrise and sunset. There's a certain comfort that comes with knowing that it's always there for you. Now I'm here at Papago Mountain in Phoenix, Arizona. So over my shoulder over here, you can see the city skyline. Just to the south, you have Tempe, Arizona, and just over there, you've got Scottsdale, where Mojo headquarters is, and also it's pretty much walking distance right here from my house. One of the amazing things about this spot is that this is where I do a lot of hiking and also some bike riding, and you can take in some of the most amazing sunrises and sunsets here. Now, one of the most amazing things about a sunrise or a sunset is that it's predictable. You know more or less that the sunrise at a certain time is going to come up, right? And it's going to set sometime in the afternoon, and it's pretty much even depending on the season, right? But what would happen if all of a sudden you couldn't predict when the sun would come up or when it would actually go down? What if it was like a lazy teenager and it got up, I don't know, at noon or 1 o'clock? I'm not saying all teenagers are lazy, but I had my fair share of sleeping in. Now, what if the sun didn't come up at all? Wouldn't that throw off your game? It'd really disrupt your sleep and probably affect your mood, right? And it'd make you kind of crazy. Now, what I don't think most people realize is how amazing it is to be able to predict certain things in life. Now, think about it. You get up in the morning and you pretty much know that you're gonna take a shower, you're gonna eat some breakfast, right? Maybe get some Cheerios, and you're gonna kiss your wife or kiss your kids. And when you go out to your car, unless you live in the hood, your car's gonna be there, right? So if you wanna go to the office or the gym or the grocery store, it's gonna be there for you, right? Now, if you're like me, you can take a look at your calendar and pretty much predict how your day is gonna go based upon the events that are in there. Now, I like to mix it up as often as possible. I like to travel, I like to eat new foods, I like to go to new places. There's a certain comfort that comes from being able to predict certain things in your life. Now, before Mojo got to where we're at now, we lacked one of the most critical things you could ever have in your business, and that's predictable leads, clients, and revenue. Now, these days, Mojo has a 7-figure recurring income, which is pretty amazing if you think about that. Now, I don't share that to brag or anything, quite the opposite. I want to share that with you to show how far we've come. So just a few years ago, there were weeks when we didn't know if we'd be able to make payroll, or we wouldn't take any money out of the company because we just didn't have it, or we'd see our account balance drop by $30,000 or $40,000 in 1 week or even 1 day, right? And it kind of freaks you out. So what I want to do in this video is actually teach you how to create predictable leads, clients, and revenue in your business. Now, I can tell you what, once you learn this formula, you're gonna breathe a whole lot easier. You're gonna have a sense of comfort that you never really had before. I know we sure did. And I can tell you what, you know, the weekend is a lot more fun if you just closed a whole bunch of deals during the week, right? And it's gonna give you the freedom that you've been seeking in your business. So let's take a little trip down to Mojo headquarters here in Scottsdale and we'll get started. All right, now we're back at Mojo HQ here and inside my office, and I want to show you how to create predictable leads, clients, and revenue for your business. Now, before we dive into the 3 rules, the 3 absolute musts in order to do this, right? The critical elements you need to have, let's talk about all the different ways that you can drive leads into your business, right? And believe me, at Mojo, we've tried all of these, and I can assure you, you've tried many of these as well. So let's start creating a list, right? Hi there, Corey Michael Sanchez. Okay, so I have a little surprise for you. The next 11 minutes were so valuable that we actually clipped it out of this video and we put it into another video which you can get on the other side of this page. So we call it the confidential clip. So you can see that on the next page once you opt in. But for now, let's go into the 3 critical things you need in order to start driving predictable leads, clients, and revenue into your business. After all of this, we really boiled it down to 3 critical things that you need to have in order to create predictable leads, clients, and revenue. So let me actually show you what that is. Okay, I'm just going to erase this. Hope you got that down. All right, and let me dive into it because we break it down into 3 simple things. So the first law is the law of the magnifying glass. Okay, so what do I mean by magnifying glass? Well, at the end of the day, what you really want to do is laser target your prospects. Okay, you have to know exactly who you're looking for. Are you going after CEOs? Are you going after owners or founders of companies, or the human resources director or the sales director? Attorneys perhaps, or people that are looking for opportunities, looking for jobs. So you have to know exactly who you're looking for, and you have to be able to get right in front of them. So whatever method that you use, you want to make sure that you can absolutely target your perfect prospects. You know, and a lot of people say, oh, everybody's my prospect. But at the end of the day, you're going to end up spending a lot of money, I know we did, trying to go after everybody. If you can laser beam target on the folks that are your best clients, then absolutely you can create a predictable revenue stream from it. Right? So the second law that I want to talk to you about is the law of the magnet. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, the law of the magnet is you absolutely want to attract your perfect prospects to you. So you need to have a method that does that. A lot of times when we're doing marketing, it's a lot of push marketing, right? And instead of pushing the rope, right, you ever try and push the rope, right? It's very difficult. Instead, you want to pull the rope. You want to attract people to you. So there's a lot of methods out there in which you're doing push marketing, right? Such as cold calling. That's totally push marketing. And that's why it's so hard to get a result. A lot of times networking, that's kind of push marketing. You're out there, you're pushing your stuff onto other people, right? So what you want to do instead is attract people to you. The best kind of leads you could ever get are the ones that come to you instead of you going to them, right? The third law is that of the assembly line. Okay. So the assembly line is this. Back in the day, Henry Ford created the assembly line that enabled him to mass produce automobiles, right? It was a repeatable process that he had for the entire operation. And that's how he was able to mass produce automobiles so that way the masses could have them. But the biggest thing was that it was a repeatable process. And that's the biggest thing that a lot of people are lacking when they're bringing in leads, is that they don't have a system for creating an assembly line where you can do this day in, day out, and get the same number of leads, get the same number of appointments every single day. It really comes down to this, consistency, right? I want to know when I wake up that I'm going to have 5 appointments in my calendar, and I'm going to have 5 tomorrow, and I'm going to have 5 the day after that, right? If I have 5 appointments today and I have 0 tomorrow, right? You're going in swings, right? That's the roller coaster method. Instead, we have to get predictable with it and be able to know how to do this. And here's the thing about all of this, right? Most entrepreneurs are at 211 degrees. There's a book out there called 212 degrees, and basically it talks about this. 212 degrees is the temperature of boiling water. When you have boiling water, you have steam. And when you have steam, you can actually power an engine. And you can power an entire city with a steam engine, right? But at 211 degrees, what do you have? You just have hot water. So most businesses out there are just a degree away from really having predictable leads, clients, and revenue. So now that you know the 3 critical things you need to attract predictable leads, clients, and revenue, I want to show you exactly how to do this. So here's what I have for you. On the other side of this page, I have a video that shows you step by step our process for actually creating and attracting predictable leads, clients, and revenue. We're going to show you the websites that we use in order to laser beam target our clients. We're going to show you the method that we use to actually pull in and attract our perfect clients to us. And we're also going to show you how you can make this a repeatable process that works for you day in, day out, that will fill your calendar every single day like clockwork. We're going to actually show you some proof that this works. We're actually going to show you how one of our clients got contacted by 45 different people in one day interested in her service. We're also going to show you how one individual got contacted by a $32.3 billion company as a result of the methods that we taught them. One of our clients used one of our methods to fill their entire event and create 6 figures of revenue in 30 days. So we're going to show you how this works, and we're going to show you how to apply it in your own business. So what I want you to do is actually opt in. There's a form on this page, and all you have to do is enter a couple details, and then boom, right away you'll be taken to the next video that outlines entirely how you do this. And here's what I guarantee. If you use this method, you'll never have to cold call ever again. You'll never have to go to a networking event unless you want to. It's a lot more fun doing networking events if you go for fun. And you'll never have to do a trade show ever again as well. And in the end, we're going to show you actually how to put all of this on autopilot, how to free up your time and your energy so you can really do the things that you love. My business partner and I, when we utilize these methods, all of a sudden we could travel more, right? We went on the Marketer's Cruise this year. We took an entire week-long adventure on the open seas. We never could have done that before. I'm about to take off for Spain, right? These are things that in our business, when we're doing the daily grind, when we don't have predictable leads, clients, and revenue, we could have never done. So what I want for you is to use and incorporate these methods right into your own business. And at the end of the day, we're very passionate about helping you do this. So that way you don't have to do it the hard way like we did growing our business. So here's what you do next. Just fill in the form. You take the first step and we'll take the rest with you. Thanks so much. Looking forward to seeing you in the other video.